The night grew deeper, and the fire in the iron stove flickered low, casting long shadows across the wooden walls of the lighthouse. Outside, the wind pressed against the windows like a distant memory, and the sea whispered its timeless song. Louis reached for the third envelope. This one was soft at the edges, worn from being opened and closed too many times. The flap was creased, the ink slightly faded, but still legible. He remembered this one. It had arrived after a long stretch of silence. January 9th, 1942. The winter had been bitter that year. He unfolded the letter slowly, his fingers gentle as if handling something sacred. Dear Louis, there was no news of your ship this week. I don't mean that in a bad way. No news is good news, they say, but I still find myself reading the newspapers longer than I should, hoping I never see your name. There's frost on the windows every morning now. I draw little shapes in it before the sun melts them away. Yesterday I drew a lighthouse. Just a small one. I like to think of you in one, even though I know you're still at sea. Captain, the cat, has stopped coming by. Maybe it's too cold, or maybe he's found someone else with a warmer porch. I still leave a blanket out, just in case. I dreamed of the ocean last night. It was silver and still, quiet under the moon. You were there, standing at the edge of a ship, your back to me. I called your name, but the wind carried it away before it reached you. I suppose I just wanted to say, I'm still here, still writing, still waiting. Yours, Clara. Louis closed his eyes. He remembered standing on the deck in the early morning fog when that letter had found him. The sea had been oddly silent that day, as if it too was listening. I never replied to that one, he whispered. I meant to. I just didn't. He took a slow breath, then reached for the next letter. This one bore signs of fire, a dark smudge on the corner, like ash. It had arrived just after the explosion, February 18th, 1942. He unfolded it, already hearing Clara's voice before the words met the air. Dear Louis, there was something on the radio today, an incident at sea. They didn't say the ship's name, but I felt it. I don't know if you're all right. I don't know if you'll ever read this, but I'm writing anyway, because it's all I know how to do. There's a storm tonight, not like the ones you see, but strong enough to rattle the windows. The fireplace is fighting to stay lit, but I won't let it go out. I think of you, somewhere colder, somewhere darker, and I keep feeding the flame. People talk about courage like it's something loud, like a shout or a charge. But I think it's quieter than that. I think courage is writing one more letter, or standing still when everything in you wants to run. So here's mine. One more letter. One more still moment. I hope you're still out there. And if you are, come back. Yours always, Clara. Louis held the letter close, the firelight warming the page. That night had burned itself into his memory. The explosion, the fire, the screams, and the way the sea swallowed the light. They lost men that night. Some didn't even have time to cry out. But hours later, when the sky had darkened and the ship limped towards safety, Clara's letter had been there, folded in the captain's coat, passed to Louis with quiet urgency. That letter, he said softly, was the only light I had that night. He placed it gently beside the others, now forming a row of soft voices and distant touch on the old wooden table. Outside, thunder rolled faintly across the horizon, not yet a storm, but a reminder, a memory's echo. Louis leaned forward, eyes fixed on the fire. She saved me, more than once, he whispered, and she never even knew it.